Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Redefining Mom. I'm your host, Kelice, and today we have a very special guest. And honestly, I do not think that it gets any more authentic than her. Please help me welcome the amazing and inspiring Dadriana. Hello.
Hi. Okay, I'm happy. Sorry. Hi.
That's okay. Hi.
How you doing?
Good. You look so pretty.
Thank you, beautifuls.
Oh, are you ready?
Yes, I have a quick question.
What's up?
Can I 420 here?
Go do your thing, girl. What do you mean? This is a judge-free zone.
Thank you. I just had to, I don't know, ask. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I just wanted to be as professional as possible.
Listen, you're redefining motherhood. If that's what you do, baby, that is what you do. Okay?
Thank you. That's so nice. I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, before we get started with your interview, I really wanted to do a little icebreaker. Okay? So
Okay.
if you could, oh my God, I can't even speak. If you could, if you could describe yourself as a mom in one word, what would it be?
Understanding.
Ooh, understanding. I like that. I like that. Why do you say understanding?
Because I understand that my child is not just my child, but I think he's also a human with his own thoughts and his own feelings. And I never want to be the parent who just be like, no. And then the child be like, but why? And then I'd be like, because I'm your mom. And I said, no. I want to
Mm,
explain to him, like, because this and this. Because I hated when I got that response. And it never made me understand why you're saying no. Like, I think I should explain to him why, my reasoning behind
mm-hmm,
saying no. Sometimes I think, granted, you want to just say no. But a lot of the things that they want to do, I think it should be explained why it's not good to do it.
mm-hmm.
That's why. And I always want to
Oh,
understand
wow.
him.
I love that answer. I love that answer because I feel like it's really important to respect your kids and not only expect for your kids to respect you.
Yes, I think respect goes both ways.
Okay. All right. So let's jump right into things. I know you're from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx too.
Oh, really? That's great.
I am. What was life like growing up in the Bronx for you?
Honestly, my childhood was very great. I think growing up in New York shaped me to be who I am today. My childhood was great. My parents were really great. I have so many great memories in New York. I just think me growing up in New York is a different time than how people are growing up in New York now. But
Mm-hmm.
my childhood was great. I loved living there. The food is always great. From my very beginning of my life to the very end, I have so many great memories. I think I didn't like New York when I became older, but my innocence, my childhood was always
Mm-hmm.
so great. And I think it was great growing up in New York.
Nice, nice. Okay, so you enjoyed your atmosphere. You enjoyed where you grew up. What was life like as a teenager for you? Like what was it like going to high school? Did you get into issues? Did you, you
Yes.
know,
I got
yeah?
into a lot of issues, and in high school I was quite popular, and my biggest scandal in high school was when I got exposed, like in a sexual manner, in my
Mhm.
first year of high school. So that's what grew my popularity, like in that school. But then that also came with a lot of issues and stuff. And I did get into a lot of fights. I would also fight for my friends. Like, I don't know, I just always would defend people who are around me because I feel like if they couldn't fend for themselves, at least I'm gonna fend for them if you're with me. Because in middle school, I used to get bullied, but not to a real bad extent. But then when I became to go to high school, I took a decision upon myself like, okay, I'm not about to take this shit no more. And I started to bully the bullies. And that
Mhm.
I feel like also helped me gain more popularity, but also like problems like, oh, that bitch is always fighting, she's problematic, and this and that. But I felt like I was always looked at that way from people who didn't know me because it's
Yeah.
not like I'm out here fighting people for no reason. You start the problem, I just want to finish it. That's all.
Mhm. Okay, I get you. I get you. It seems like when you have a big personality and you're giving me like impact voice, like you or vibes, like you really care about people's feelings and you kind of take that on. Like I feel how you feel. I get it, even if I'm not going through it.
I am. It does bother me a lot that I take other people's issues and I act like they're my own, but I'm glad I stopped doing that because it has
Mhm.
helped me grow so much because there's only so much that I can do for you if you don't want to do shit for yourself. So
Yep, I get that. I get that. So, okay, going into your early adult years, when did you become a mom?
I became a mom at 20. And
Okay.
And to me, it was very unexpected because my whole life I always told myself that I didn't want any children. Like I felt like to have kids, you have to have a stable, foundation for them to always be there. And
Hmm.
I felt like the way that I saw my life at that time was that I wanted to travel and move to different states every couple years so I could experience different cultures. But if I have a child, then that's going to be bad parenting because I'm going to develop no stability for my child. If I'm moving around here and there, my child's not going to have a chance to make a friend or none of that. So
Yeah.
I always was like, no, I don't want no fucking kids. So when it happened to me, I was really shook, like, because I was protecting myself too. I did get pregnant on birth control, so I really felt
Mm.
like my son was meant to be here. Um, and when I got pregnant, I did have my own apartment and my own car. At that time, I was 20. That's the only reason why I really kept my child, though, because I felt like, well, I have a home to bring it to. Like,
Hmm.
everything else I'll figure out.
Yeah.
So I kept it, and it felt so natural to me. Like I am pro-choice for everyone, but I think for myself and in my situation, I felt like, well, I have the best life that I'm living now. Like I have struggled so much. I never had my own place. I never had my own car. I
Hmm.
don't know. Like I think I could do it, and I
Hmm.
kept my baby, and my life has been rocky. But I would say better ever since I had my child. And it
Yeah.
was really hard emotionally, but I had nothing to compare it to, so I just had to keep going.
Okay. And when you did have your son, were you always a single mom, or
No,
did
I
that
was
happen
not a
over
single
time?
mom. I was in a
Okay.
relationship for 4 years with the father of my
Wow.
son's child. And honestly, the relationship was great. It never ended because of no infidelity issues or anything like that. I think it ended, well, I know because I was the one that ended it, but I think lack of motivation and lack of ambition, wanting to do better, could
Hmm.
be a turnoff because I think as a mom, something in you develops to want to do more, to want to be better for your child. And I don't know, that developed in me when I had my child. So I felt really bad, like how could it not want to make you do better? And I
Yeah.
felt really turned off by my partner because he's older than me and I'm doing
Mm.
more. So then at a point when my baby was like 4 months old, we decided for him to be a stay-at-home dad and I
Okay.
would just work, which that worked for us. I
Mm,
don't really
yeah.
care about gender roles or anything like that.
People do that. People do that. I feel like you have to do what works best in your household. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks because
I
they're not the one
agree.
living it.
I agree. So I just feel like when you're a stay-at-home mom, though, you're expected to cook, clean, and take care of your child all by
Hmm.
the time your man gets home. Like he should have his food and the crib should be clean. No problem. But when you a stay-at-home dad, I just felt like he just took care of the baby and played the video
One
games.
second. I don't know what just happened.
It's
The
okay.
mic connected.
It's
Okay,
okay.
say that again when you're a stay at home.
When you a stay-at-home dad, I feel like he would just take care of the child and play the video games. And when I
Hmm.
would be getting home from work, I would still be expected to cook and clean, which to me was kind of fucked up because I know that he could cook. We worked together in a restaurant and he was a hibachi chef and I was the hostess in the same restaurant. So don't tell me you can't cook because I seen you. You've
Hmm.
cooked for me before. I just felt like he didn't want to. And like he lost all his motivation. Like I would get him job applications. I would want him to do better, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It got to a point where I just couldn't no more. And I got so turned off, and I started to get violent. Like I don't want this shit no more. Like I really started to be really mean to him because I was so like, what the fuck? Why aren't you doing shit as a father? Like
Yeah.
it
It
made me
seems
feel
like
really
things
bad.
probably got really overwhelming. And sometimes when you bottle things up, it could be the slightest thing that just, you're just over
Takes
it
you
and then you
over.
lash out. It
I
happens
agree,
to
and
us.
it
It
and it
happens to
was
the best.
like that. Like I feel like I just snapped. Like I
Yeah.
was so fucking tired of working and then coming home to do everything by myself. I'm paying everything by myself. Okay, no problem. I might as well be by myself. And that's when I decided to leave. And when I
Yeah.
decided to leave, that's I broke up with him and he broke up with our child. And that's when I
That
went back to New York to the
that's
shelter.
oh, so you weren't in New York.
No, I gave my whole pregnancy was in Florida. I gave birth in Florida. Yeah, I was
What?
living in Florida for 4 years. From
I did
17 to
not know
21,
that.
I was in Florida. Yes, my first living
Wow.
experience ever, my first apartment, my first everything was in Florida.
Okay, okay, okay. Wow, that is a lot. And that's a lot for someone so young to encounter, to deal with, to even process. How
Thank
did you
you.
how did you process all of that without falling into a deep depression, or did you fall into a deep
I
depression?
I did fall into a deep depression, and I spent like 6 months of my life in a psych ward. I was very suicidal, and I did have 3 attempts, and only my very last one was gonna be the one that was gonna work, which is what made me stay in the psych ward for the longest amount of time. But that was, my depression was before I moved. After I moved, I think my environment being so positive just made me get sad but never really give up, because I
Mm-hmm.
felt like that the life that I was living in New York and the things that I was doing, like, it was not good. Like, I feel like I was better in Florida. Yes, like, I was struggling and I was sad, but I'd much rather be here and figure it out than be over there. Like, I don't know. I think in New York, people are surrounded by a lot of dark energy, and I felt that because I was in a lot of spaces where I felt like I shouldn't be,
Mm-hmm.
which that was my fault. Though I could take a lot of accountability for a lot of things that went wrong in my life and how my life looks now. But I just think that I think very positive. Like, when I caught myself crying about my situation, I just think to myself, like, damn, I'm crying about this shit, but there's somebody whose situation is always worse. Like, I always tell myself that that's what always keep me going. Like, somebody is going through worse stuff. Like, somebody don't have no food. I'm crying, but at least I have this and I have that. Like, I would be sad for a long amount of time, but at the end of my sadness period, I will always recognize the blessings that I have. And I think that that's what helped me push through. And after I had my son, like, I may go through a lot of depression episodes and feel really sad, but I would never like take myself out or never attempt anything on myself, because I know that nobody could ever care for my child the way that I would care for my child. And I would never want to like leave a child behind. Like, I could never. Like, now that I'm a mom, no matter how bad things get in my life, if somebody does something to me, then that's fine. But me, I can't harm myself for my, like,
Mm-hmm.
I could never.
First of all, I'm so proud of you. I just can't.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find the words, but it's so hard for me to find the words right now because you are such an inspiration. You know,
Oh,
it's it's amazing that you were able to push through all of those things at such a young age while becoming a mom, because becoming a mom shifts everything in you. It changes you mentally, emotionally, physically, and a lot of people do not understand, which is why I started this podcast, right? I wanted to shine a light on moms or people who wanted to become moms, just because we're not just moms, we're actual people too. And when you're going into that transition from just being a woman to becoming a mom, people do not realize that it's almost like you're becoming an entirely new person.
I
The
agree
whole
too.
life that you had before, you no longer live there. Like, you step into a whole new reality, and it's not easy. It's not easy for the person.
Oh,
It's even worse for the person who does not have it all together. It's, oh my goodness. I'm trying not to get emotional. I'm trying not to get
oh,
emotional,
so
but
good.
it's a
I
lot.
love it.
It's a lot, and I'm so proud of you because you really
Thank
pushed
you.
through it. But that's why you're such a good mom, because you said by any means necessary for my child, and I love that for you. And I
Thank
love that for
you.
your son.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much. It means
Of
so much to me.
course. Of course. So, moving on, right? Tell me, well, I guess I want to know, your parents live in the Bronx?
Okay. So, my mom lived in the Bronx. My
Mm-hmm.
dad is in Dominican Republic. My dad got
Mm,
deported
okay.
14 years ago.
Okay. All right. So mom lives in the Bronx, dad is in DR. Why did you decide not to go back to mom's house when you were
When
moving
I
back
went
to
to
New
the
York?
shelter, because when I went to New York, back to New York, I decided not to go to my mom's house because I was already a mom. And I
Mm-hmm.
just felt like I'm gonna just be on my mom's couch. Like, so I decided to go to the shelter because at least, even if I'm not in my own place, at least I will have my own space. And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
needed as a mom. And eventually I felt I had the hope of getting my apartment through the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe not right now, but in the end, I would have my own, was always my thought. Like, I just, why would I want to be in somebody's couch for a long time? Like, I know my mom would definitely accept me, but I want to be that comfortable because I've already lived by myself. I've already
Mm-hmm.
experienced having my own space. So I'm going to go back to to where you telling me everything that to do. No,
Hmm.
no, 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 no. That's why I went to the shelter, because maybe had I lived with someone like um like an adult or something, not my partner, I would have went back to my mom's house. But since I already experienced my own, I smoked in my crib, I have my freedom in my crib, I'm like, no, oh my god, this is like prison. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah, I
was like,
get
I'd
you.
rather go to the shelter. And that's what I
You know
did.
what it sounds like you kind of thought everything through before heading into the shelter, and I
I
think
did.
that some people look at the shelter as a negative thing, right? Where I feel like you looked at it like a stepping stone. Like I'm going
Me
to get
too.
here so that I can get here, and that's what
Me
makes
too.
the most sense for me and my son. I love
Me
that.
too. That's exactly how I thought about it, because here I was just getting so desperate, like, oh my God, I'm doing everything by myself. Fuck this, I'm out. So when I left,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm gonna do this and this. At least in the shelter, I don't have to pay anything. I can save some money. I can do this and that. I did think about it a lot, because I already know in my life, in my personal life, I have already known people who went through the shelter system and got their place through the shelter system. So I
Hmm.
kind of had some guidance. But just because it worked for somebody else, don't mean it's gonna work for you. And it didn't. It did not work for me. I was there for 3 years,
Okay.
and I had 3 vouchers and I never got no apartment. So,
Wow.
everything happens for a reason.
Okay, okay. No, I get that. It makes sense. So, why did you decide? Because when I first came across your videos, I came across your videos before I started the podcast. I've been watching you for a little bit now before you moved to Florida. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's so relatable.
Thank
She's
you.
so relatable. And that's what attracted me to you. And I was like, she is so authentic and just very real. And the fact that she just does not care at all, I love that because
Thank
most
you.
people your age would not feel comfortable putting everything out there, especially being in the shelter. What made you say, this is my situation, this is my life, I'm going to post this?
Okay, I had already been sharing like regular makeup videos and a lot of stuff online since I was a very little girl. But then I felt like I used to cater more to the male gaze. Like, I don't know. Even when I was younger, like I used to take sexy pics. I only used to come online when I looked pretty and dolled up. And to me, that's catering to the male gaze. When I started to show my vulnerability and my personality and my story, is when I think I started to build a genuine connection and a genuine community online. And
Mhm.
that's what I wanted. I wanted not numbers, I wanted genuine people. And when I started to share my life, I'm like, oh, okay. I guess the more I am myself, the more people that I attracted. So once I realized that being myself was the key, I just never held back, because I used to feel like I used to dim my light a lot to let other people shine. And even when I dimmed, they never did anything. Like, so I'm like, damn, I'm dimming myself for nothing. No, scratch
Yeah.
that. And I went full on with my story, with sharing my stuff, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not
Mhm.
the first or the last. So if it can help somebody, all I want to give is motivation and inspiration, because if one person can, then millions can. I just
Yeah.
think they need other people, like, to see it, like to see other people doing it.
Nice, nice. Well, from what I see, your family seems super supportive, super, super supportive.
Yeah.
Um, what did they think about you sharing your life on social media?
I think my family always, well, my mom, I think, didn't really believe in me until I got recognized in person with her. And then that's when she started, like, she stopped questioning me. But before that, my mom would always question me. Every time she saw me recording myself in her house, she would always be like, oh, but how much you making off this video? Or how many views you got on this or that? And I would tell her, like, I don't know, because I don't be checking. I don't care about that. I just do it because I like it. Like, I like recording myself. It would piss me off, because I'm like, you don't ask my sister how much she make when she doing her
Hmm.
nail client. Like, to me, it was just a difference, because like the path of careers are different. So I'm like, you don't ask her that. Why the fuck are you asking me that? I just do it because I like it. But when I got recognized with her in person, after that, she never asked me again. And
Mm.
then my brother told me that she said, like, oh, like, I cannot believe it that she really got stopped in the street. And I felt like, damn, that's sweet that my mom don't believe that. Like, my mom don't believe in me deep down. But I think now that my mom realized the power of social media and how she had done people who blew up over social media, like in her salon chair and in her
Yeah.
popular salon, she's like, damn, my daughter could really do something. And I
Mhm.
think that now that my mom knows that something can be made out of social media, I think my mom supports me a lot, and she's super supportive, and she sends me a lot of words of affirmation and wisdom all the time, and telling me not to reply. Like, she support me now, and I
Yeah.
feel that is genuine. When I was younger, I didn't feel that way, but I feel like now it is. And I think that my family supported until I talk about them. But that's about anybody. Like,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
anybody would
Absolutely.
support it until I'm talking about you.
Mhm.
But if I share
Mhm.
everything, then why the fuck would you do something to me if you know that I'm gonna talk about it on the internet? If I talk about everything, why would I not talk about the thing you did?
Yeah.
That
No. Nobody's exempt. Everybody's getting it. Everybody's
Yeah,
getting
I
it.
don't know. I would talk about anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't know.
Listen, honestly, I feel like from mom's perspective, your mom is probably like, I've never seen this before. This is new. You know, that's not her generation. She's probably
Yes.
like, this whole thing. People making money off of social media. Like, you don't have to work a job if you don't want to. Like, you could really become, something off of social media that's like crazy
What?
to that generation. So I
I
understand that, but I'm so
know.
happy that she is supportive and she is there for you now. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so let's jump on into this love life because I see that you have a boyfriend and you guys have moved to Florida together. Whew, how did you guys
That's great.
meet?
Okay, great. I met my man at my job at the bar in New York. I used to work at 21 Bar for a really long time. And one of his friends always used to come, like he's a regular. And then this one time he brought Rob. And then it was just magical. That same night that I met him, I did go home with him, but I was so intoxicated, and he was just taking care of me the entire time. When honestly he didn't have to do that. He could have just put me in a cab and like, I don't
Hmm.
have to do this drunk ass bitch. I just met her. But he stayed with me, and nothing didn't go down that night, the first night, which I am so grateful. But he did tell me that. I told him, I was like, I'm so sorry about this night being like this, but I promise you it's gonna be worth it if you wait. And he said he did. And ever since I met him, we was together ever since. Like the next day when I went home after work, the next day I still went home again with him. Like he just came to pick me up from work. He didn't go to my job that night, but he also just went to pick me up, and we went together ever since. We went on our first date like 2 weeks after we met. We just kept talking, like texting and stuff, and it was so great. I love him so much. He's been so supportive
Oh,
the entire time. I feel like I can be myself around him, and he knows my dreams, my everything I want to do with my life, everything that I have done in my life. I've done a lot of crazy shit. I just always rather him hear it from me than anybody else, because I feel like, I don't know, when you on social media, everybody has a story to tell.
hmm.
So I just rather always be very honest. I'm an open book.
Oh, that's amazing. So when did you guys decide that you was gonna move to Florida?
Oh, okay. When I was in the shelter, okay, so first I was in the shelter in the Bronx. And then I had a situation there happen with another person that lived in the shelter. So then I got a safety transfer. And then that's when I started staying in the shelter in Manhattan, which was
Mm.
really far out. Bitch, I was taking the train so far every day. No problem. Then that year, well, last year, we was just like, like, well, I've been waiting for the shelter voucher for so long. I'm getting discouraged. Like, I was venting to him about really how I'm feeling and how I really just want to leave. Like, if I am gonna spend my money, like we was already saving money.
Hmm.
His mom and him was already also having issues and stuff. So I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. We should just go. Like, we got nothing to lose. But like right now, you just have your room. You're just here in your mom's house.
Yeah.
I'm at the shelter. I ain't got shit. Let's just go. So we waited for we got our income taxes to really, bonus up our money.
Hmm.
And then I was doing a lot of research online. When we got our money, I was doing a lot of research online and doing virtual tours and trying to do as much as I can before I got here. Before I got here, I booked a flight for 4 days only because I can't stay for the shelter for too long. Like, they
Mhm.
only gave me a visiting pass, and I told them, what I was gonna go do. I told them that I was gonna go look for potential homes out there because I'm gonna give up on my voucher. And I told them if they could give me the pass, which they did. They just said I had to show proof, which I showed them the tour that I had set up, and I showed them my plane ticket. I came,
Okay.
did my tours, and I found my home in the 4 days. That's how I feel like it was meant for me to be here, because the whole 3 years I was there with a voucher, I didn't get shit. And I come here and I find my place. So when I found the place, then we both electronically signed the lease. And then I went back, we packed, and then we drove down.
You know
But
what's
he was
crazy?
always
I
down.
watched your entire journey driving down. I was like, "Oh my goodness. Like I'm so happy for them. Like this is a fresh start. Like this is going to be good. Like
That's
they're going
gonna
to
be
do
good.
great." So I was rooting for you guys. I was rooting for you guys and you didn't even know it.
Thank you, babe.
Wow. So how have things been living in Florida?
Things have been really great. I love it here. Like, mentally, I'm so happy. I would say though that we have a lot of unexpected fees and costs, like here and there, that caught
Mhm.
us off guard. But I guess, like, what can I do about it? I
Yeah.
just was
Yeah.
very shocked. Like, I don't know, my washing machine broke, my fridge broke, and it's just like, what? I just came.
Oh my
But
goodness.
luckily, mm-hmm. But now my crib is all good. Everything is great. Mentally,
Okay.
I've been fine. Even when all of that was happening, I was still very happy because my environment, like, I just
Mhm.
feel so much at peace.
Yeah, so you would prefer being in Florida over New York.
I
Okay,
would.
nice. Nice. And I know that you show your job a lot. So tell me a little bit about that. Like how did you get that job? How did you go to
Which
Florida
job?
and land a
My nail job or my dancing job?
I didn't know about the dancing job. Hold on, because we got to get into that one too. That's new to me.
Oh,
Tell me
baby,
about the nail job
yes.
first, and then we're gonna.
Okay, so my nail job, I got it because of my cousin, Claribel, which I have shown her so much. She's the fitness influencer, and she's the manager at the salon that I work at.
Nice.
Before I came here, she was telling me, like, you got a job here, you got a job here. I'm like, okay, okay. So at least that was settled from the very beginning. I was scared though because it's a new salon, so the salon didn't have a lot of clientele at the beginning. But I'm happy that I've been able to pay my bills, like whether it's a new salon or not. It's
Nice. So
flowing.
you do makeup there and nails?
Yes, unfortunately, I feel like I haven't really been getting booked there for makeup, but I
Hmm.
would love to. I mostly do nails and pedicures.
Well, first of all, tell people where they can find you so that they can book you.
Okay, beautifuls. You guys can find me at A-List Beauty Studios. Is in Orlando by SeaWorld. The address is 10249 South Jongyang Parkway, Suite 111. And right there, you can book me. I am under Beva. You can book online. You can call to make an appointment, or you can text me anywhere. I am happy to reply to anybody. Feel free to ask any questions about any services. Mwah.
Oh, I love that for you. I'm so excited for you. There seems to
Thank
be
you.
so much positive energy coming your way, and
Ah.
I just love that. I love that.
Thank
So
you. I
now,
love that too.
what is this dancing thing? What are you talking about?
Okay. I started dancing once I became a mom because, like, you remember that I said something in me developed. So to get it, yeah,
Hmm.
because if I didn't have it today, I'm gonna figure it out by tomorrow. The whole time I was in the shelter, I was dancing. I was not ever working a regular job. I was
Oh,
always
okay.
dancing. And I started dancing because I just needed money fast. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to wait a whole week or 2 weeks to
Hmm.
get a check. Like, I needed money tomorrow. And once I started because my friend, she put me onto the spot. She was like, in this spot, they can't touch you. They can't record you. They can't put the money on you. They could just throw it or give it to you. And I'm like, okay, great. I would try it out. I'm already a, like, very sexually liberated person.
And
Let me
this
go
is in New
check.
York.
Yes, this is in New York. That's where I
Okay.
started. Mm-hmm. And I danced there for like the whole 3 years I was there, from 2021 to 2023. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And now, how did it transition to Florida?
Okay, it transitioned to Florida. When I got here, I was just working my daytime job, and Rob was working his job, and my baby wasn't here.
Hmm.
I met my neighbors, and it was my neighbors, Craig and Roma, who told me about the club. And because I told them that I used to dance in New York, and they was like, "Really? You should try this club." And I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay." I will try. And it's very close to my house. And I tried and I kept going. My first
Okay,
night was kind of
okay.
slow, but I felt like it was potential to make money there.
Hmm.
So I just kept going because the vibe is positive. And now I've been working there for like, I would say 5 months.
Oh my God, it's been a long time. It's been a good minute. Okay, so you
Hmm.
feel comfortable, you're making your money, and you like
I'm
what you
making my
do.
money. Yes.
That's all that matters, girl. Your son is good.
Yes, my son is
All
great.
right, so you're living.
We're
Good.
living. I'm
You know
so
what I
happy.
love about you? I
Tell
love that
me.
you're very much, this is my reality, and you're going to take it or leave it. It is what it
That's
is.
what I. No problem. I accept anybody who don't want to take it. No problem. I feel like opinions are like assholes. Everyone
Everybody?
has one. Like I just don't understand the need to let me know though. Like you
Yeah,
could just
yeah.
unfollow me. Why don't feel you? Why you gotta be like I used to follow you, but now I'm gonna stop, babe? Okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Here's the thing. You know what's crazy? Talking about that, all of the opinions, I see a lot of people had an opinion about you sending your son to live in New York with your family. You
Hmm.
you first.
Okay,
How do you feel
to me,
about the backlash?
I'm very offended because I just think that people think that I don't care about my son and that I chose my man over my son or that, yeah, like that I don't love him. And to me, that's so crazy because I think I showed myself on this app being a good mom, a hardworking mom. And I think I do everything for my son's best interest. Like I think about my son first. And regardless, my son was going to be over there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. My thing is, it would have never been a problem had he not been in school. He would have just been home. But here they
Mm-hmm.
start school at 5. My son here would have just been at the day at the sitter anyways. Like I would have just been paying for him to not get an education. Over there, I'm not paying for the sitter, and he's gaining education, and he's with his family. And he would have been there anyways, school or not. He was gonna go there for the holidays. Is was baffling to me. Like he was gonna be there anyways. I think it's a problem because he's in school. And I
Here's
don't
the
know.
thing, right? I feel like if you didn't showcase the mom that you were, fine, people have your opinions, but I feel like you can't hold that opinion when you've seen the type of mom that I am, if that makes sense, right? People saw you going out of your way to make sure that your son came home to a decorated room, a furnished room, right? You did everything that you needed to do. People also see that your family members love your son, right? He seems happy, he seems comfortable. Why not allow him to be where he's happy and he's comfortable? And it doesn't mean that he's not happy and comfortable here, but why should he be here with you and your boyfriend when he could be with all of his family members
And
enjoying the
yes,
holidays, and
I
you can
agree.
actually focus and do what you need to do? It's not like you're not providing for him.
Or talking to him, they act like I ship him off, and it's just like, all right, bye. No, we
This is
talk
the thing, girl.
every
It takes
single.
it takes
We
a
talk
village
so
to
much,
raise a kid, and just because you got a good one does not mean that you have to feel guilty for that.
and that's I was about to say that. I think people try to mom shame moms who do have help, or if I didn't have the help and I had money to pay for a nanny, people would have still shamed me for having a
Hmm.
nanny. Oh, why do you have a nanny if you can do this and this? But why should I have to? If I
Yeah.
don't want to, like if I have the means and the funds to pay for the things that can make my life easier as a mom, why wouldn't I think on social media too, I think people hate anything that would make a mom's life easier, just like the thing to make a lot of baby milk in one.
Hmm.
People hate that, bitch. Why? You're not the one making all the bottles.
Yeah, but this is not your experience, so you have too much opinion on my experience. And that
Yes, I
that to me is just a lot. I think that you're doing a great job. I think that you're
thank
doing
you.
exactly what is best for your child. I
Thank
think
you,
that
I
if your
appreciate.
child had an issue, maybe he would tell you, he would voice it.
I think so too because I don't know. We talk all the time, and he just be like, "Mom, show me my cars." And like, I
Okay.
miss you. He say, I miss you. Show me the dog. Like, we talk. My child is very verbal. He could talk English and Spanish.
Mhm.
So I think he would tell me if he was uncomfortable or anything. And I would never leave my son in a place that he is uncomfortable. If he is, I would get my son. Like, I would just continue to do what I was doing before, paying for the sitter. It's no issue. I'm already mentally preparing for that and taking out money for that. It's no issue to have my son. I just think
Mhm.
people think that I like don't care, which I don't know. To me, that's
No, I
crazy.
I definitely don't get that vibe. I feel like you're doing what is best for you in this moment, and also I feel like if you can't give him 100% while he's with you, why not send him someplace where he can get all of that? Where you're going to be working, you have to do this, you have to do that to provide for him. At least you know while you're doing that, his family members are there.
Yes,
That's what
and
they're there for.
I feel the same way, and I think that my son gets treated very well too because he is the first. He is my mom's
Hmm.
first grandchild. She wants to do everything with him. She's obsessed.
No, girl, I get it. I get it. And you know what? This is very inspiring to me because sometimes I do need to take a break. I have two kids. I have a 3 month old and I have a
Really?
2 year old. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
I have a
Yeah.
2 year old and a 3 month old. And I'm just
Well,
like,
congrats. That's so
thank
new.
you, thank you, thank you. I'd be
That's so
like,
beautiful.
I need to like go get my nails done. I need to go do something. I need to do something just for myself. And I feel guilty a lot of times. You know, I'm learning, no, I still have to be a person. I
Yes,
still
you're
have to be
still
a
a
person. I have
person.
to pour
What
into
about the life that
myself.
you used to live before your kids?
Okay. Okay.
Like,
My
I think
husband and
some
I are
parts.
like, we have to learn to do things. It's not even we have to learn. We have to remember that we have to do things too without the kids. And not to mention, my kids like being with my family. My kids
Can't
love being
blame
with my
them.
family. Okay?
Like,
My mom and my sister came over the other day and we were all driving someplace and I took my car and my mom took her car. It was hell to try to get my daughter out of my mom's car because her car seat wasn't in there and it's so hard for me to get out by myself. So I was like, just
mm-hmm.
come. Like, Ava, come with mommy. So we're going the same place. She was like,
We're going.
she was rolling
No.
her eyes. She was,
She didn't
when
want
I
to
say
go.
pissed off, she was like, go grandma, go grandma. I was like, okay, you know what? Somebody just has to sit back here with her. She's not getting out. She's not.
Mm-hmm.
She loves them. She loves them.
Yeah.
My mom will come up and she'll hang out with them and I can literally go get my nails done. My daughter wouldn't even know that I'm gone. She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She does
Nothing is
not
missing
care.
right now.
Okay? So sometimes people like to project. And that might have been maybe you missed your mom when your mom was dropping you off someplace because maybe you weren't treated well. But my kid, my kid is being treated like the king and queen that they are. Okay, so that's just what it is. Don't project. It's two different scenarios, situations, and it is what it is. So, girl, if nobody understands you, I understand you. I get it. And in order to pour into your son, you have to pour into yourself, whatever
Yes.
way that looks.
I agree all the time. I always say that, like, you have to be okay for your child to be okay, because my child is not gonna get the best mom if I'm always sad, miserable, yelling, and upset. So that's why I think it's time to take time to be to yourself, because I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
you know what? You have to allow your kids to build their own relationships because they're people too. And you are not the only person in their world. And they
In
have
their
to learn
world.
to
That's why they
survive,
be rude as fuck, because they have
okay?
no social interactions. That's
And
why they be
and
mean as heck to other kids, and because they only be with you, and you are mean as heck.
let me tell you, when
But
I say I'm learning, I'm trying to learn because when I kid you not, I'd be like, I don't need a break. It's just me. It's me, like me and my kids. I'd be like, we're like this, the two of them. Okay, I have my 2 year old, my 3 month old, and we're like this. My husband too, but
like
I'm just like
this.
so. You know, it's just it's a lot. So I'm trying to teach myself now. Like she don't even want to be with you anyway. Like you over here forcing her, and
Mm-hmm.
she
They're
wants to
so
go live her
independent.
life. It's not the truth, and I hope that you do not internalize it, and you
Thank
continue
you.
doing what works best for you and your family.
Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate it.
Okay.
I do not be internalizing it. I just, it takes like
a little battle in my head, like, do I ignore this? Do I shut you up right now with the facts? Can I shut you up? But no, I'm glad that lately I've been not
Mom
responding a
guilt is
lot. And
real. Mom guilt is such a real thing. And I think sometimes when you hear something enough, you can start to feel that way. And
it,
it can get to you. It can get to you. So I'm happy that it's not, but those little moments where you feel like, all right, just stop and think to yourself, who's benefiting from this? Whose life is
right.
this? And whose kid is this? Okay?
Come
So
on.
always keep that in mind. Always, always, always keep that in mind. I'm so happy that you came on the
Me
podcast. And before
too.
I let you go, I want to know what redefining motherhood looks like to you. And before you tell me, I think that out of all the interviews that I've done so far, I don't, what's the word that what am I looking for? What am I trying to
What
say?
is
I'm
this?
trying to get it out. I know what I'm thinking, but I'm trying to get it out. I feel like everyone is redefining motherhood, but you're redefining motherhood in just a different way. You're redefining it
Okay,
in a
wait,
way
wait, wait.
that,
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. You remember when we said, get a little clip here and there?
yeah.
I want this to be the clip from my vlog. Ah,
Hey guys,
I made a whole get ready with me for my first podcast.
Oh, okay, okay. I can't wait to see it.
Guys, I'm here now. Say hi.
Oh.
Okay, okay. Bye.
No, it's fine. I don't. If you want to be on live for this part, this is
Oh,
completely
no, no,
fine.
I'm not live no more. I'm just recording.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So I feel like you're redefining motherhood in your own way, and it's so special because you're so unapologetic. And typically, I want my guests to tell me how they feel like they're redefining motherhood, and I still want you to tell me, but I just feel, I guess, moved to tell you how I feel like you're redefining motherhood. So I would love to share that with you if you're open to
Yes, please
hearing,
share. I would
right?
love to hear it,
I
please.
feel like you are incredibly unapologetic and just true to yourself. And I feel like you did not allow motherhood to shift who you are completely. Yeah, you had some shifts, right? As we all do, because you can't avoid it. You're becoming a completely different person. Like when you carry your child and then you deliver your child, there is just something that shifts and you never become that person again. You are now a whole new you, a better you.
Hmm.
Um but I feel like you've never lost touch with who you've seen yourself to be. I don't think that you just saw yourself to be the person that you are or the person that you're becoming yesterday. I feel like you've always seen yourself becoming this person your entire life. And although you became
And
a
I
mom,
did.
you didn't let it go. And I
Yes.
love that. I respect that and I feel like it's so encouraging. It's so inspiring and I truly feel like you're representing for a lot of women out there. And you're giving a
Thank
lot of
you.
women the encouragement to continue and to keep going and to not lose themselves in motherhood because your kids are going to grow up one day. And you do not want to wait
Mm-hmm.
until your child is an adult to rediscover and find who you are. You don't want to
Mm.
look back and say, oh my goodness, I let my entire life go solely focusing on my kids and forgetting about myself.
Yes.
There are two things that could happen. I personally feel like you can either just dwindle away or you try to live through your kids and you
Yeah.
end up really, really, really damaging them in a sense. Because
Of
instead
course.
of pouring into yourself, you're pouring what you wanted to pour into yourself into your kids. You're forcing them to be who you wish you could have been and not allowing them to live their truth. So I'm really proud of you. I am really happy that you came on the podcast because I feel like a
Thank
lot of
you.
women are going to relate to you. I'm happy that you're
Uh,
doing what works for you, no matter the stereotype, no matter what people may think. And I'm happy that you're doing it with your head held high because why not?
literally there's only one way to go for me, and it's up.
I
Gotta keep
love
looking
that.
up.
I love that. I love that. So now I want
Thank
you
you
to tell
so
me
much.
what redefining motherhood looks like to you or for you.
Okay. For me, redefining motherhood is pouring into yourself because like you said, when your kids become older, what are you going to be doing? You need to develop your own hobbies and find yourself while you're young so you don't discover yourself while you are older. I recently saw this movie called Motherhood, and it's about mothers who
Mm.
got forgotten on Mother's Day and how they act and how they went about it. And to me, it showed me the mother that I don't want to become. Like, yes, they love them very much, but I feel like I don't want to go and bombard my son. I don't want to go and randomly show up to his apartment and change his whole routine because I'm there. I want to raise a child that is independent and that can fend for himself. Yes, I will always be there, but I don't want to always feel needed. And that's what moms want, to feel needed. My child needs this. I want to give him this. I want to give him that. I think that moms need to learn when it's time to leave the nest. Like, I think all good things must come to an end, and I will always be a mother when my son is 1, 2, 30. He will always be my baby, even when he's 50. Whenever the time is, he will always be my son, and I will always be that. Like, I will always be a mom. But what about me? What about when my child is going to college? Or in high school, what would I be occupying my time to doing all these hours if I'm not pouring into myself or my future business? For a lot of stay-at-home moms who don't do anything to develop a new like income while you are at home, because depending on the person, it could be scary and nothing is ever guaranteed. So I just feel like you need to show your kids to be fine without you, because you never are gonna know like what's to come. If you don't teach your kids any life skills like cooking and cleaning up after themselves, because those are not gender roles. That's not
Mhm.
like you got to get a wife to clean for you and stuff like that. What about when if I pass? You
Yeah.
gonna need a girlfriend to cook for you? A simple meal? That to me, that's not right. I need to set my kids up for the future, for a future without me and a future with me, and how they should tend to their family. I need their family to be more important than the family that they came from. Like the family that they're creating with their partner, I need him to value that just how I valued my family, the family that came from me. I want my son to value whatever he creates in the world. And I would never put no stereotypes on my son. I would never be like, oh, a lot of people have told me like my son is so big, I need to put him in boxing, I need to put him in this. No. I'm gonna wait till he tell me what he wanna do. I will put him in activities. If he tell me he don't like it, he don't like it, no problem. We'll move on. No
Mhm.
for sports. No for as for like there's so much money in sports, but also in chess.
Yeah.
Also in a lot of it could like there's a lot of other stuff. I just think a lot moms want to do what other moms do. And I don't
Mhm.
think that's right. I think you need to do what works for you. Like,
I love
thank you.
everything that you just said because
Thank
the fact
you.
of the matter is you are not raising him to be a kid his entire life.
I'm
And
not.
that's
I'm
just
raising
what
him
it
to be
is.
somebody's husband, you somebody's father. Like I think about the future. I think about
Mhm.
long term. I don't know, like manners go a long way. They
Yeah.
don't develop that. They are taught. There's kids with no manners. I
Mhm.
have been telling my son ever since he's 1, like ever since he can articulate, when people give him something or when anyone anything, any exchanges, thank
Yeah.
you, please and thank you, open doors, and anything, little things go a long way. And a lot of things that used to be done before, even opening doors, is not even normalized now. The dating bar is at the ground,
Yep.
and it's crazy
Yep.
to me.
Oh my goodness. I'm so happy for you and I'm just so proud of you and just
Thank
everything that you
you.
embody. It is so beautiful. It's amazing and I feel like you are just setting the standard high for your son, where your son will be
Thank
able to grow up and say, "This is what I expect. These are my standards and I know how to do this. So, what are you bringing to the table?" Which is
you.
so important, not only for girls to do that but for males to do that as well. So I'm
For
teaching my
males.
girls that, but I want their partner to come with something as well.
with something too. I also don't want to like have a son who gets with a partner and she has to teach him how to be a man. I could teach you how to be a man, a nice man, but I
Hmm.
that's also why I think environment is important because I could teach you all these things, but then you're going to get this and this from your friends and this from school and you're
Hmm.
going to think that that's okay. And that's why I'm glad I moved out of New York because the mindset there is terrible.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like you can
I'm
raise
from
good
New York.
kids.
Say that again.
Where you live?
In Connecticut.
Oh, you did say that. You did say
Yes,
that.
yes. But that was the same for myself and my husband too. When we left New York when my daughter just left the NICU. She was born at 27 weeks, my oldest, and
Oh,
yes, yes. Um, and she actually birth to three or early intervention did not accept her in New York. They were like, yeah, she was born early, but we don't see any problems with her. Yeah, she's on oxygen, but we don't see any problems with her. And in Connecticut, if you're born prematurely, they offer you birth to three regardless. And we were like, okay, you don't see any issues right now, but what if issues come in the future? Why not just offer her something to catch it before it happens? And
thinking
we,
about the future.
okay, thank you. So she was in birth to three, but it wasn't very consistent. She really didn't need it, it turned out. However, I'm happy that she was able to
Mm-hmm.
to get these services and they tell me like, okay, she doesn't really need it, than to not get it
Yeah.
and then something happens. Because to be honest, my daughter being born at 27 weeks and not having any issues, very rare, very rare, not normal at all, so
Yeah.
blessed, grateful, thankful. But this place has definitely opened up many doors for us. So I'm happy that we're here. And I also feel like she's living a different life than myself and her dad. Like it's very suburban. Okay. So
Yes.
I'm like, this girl, she don't know, like she goes back to the Bronx and stuff. Like we go back to the Bronx, but it's so different for her. Right now
It's
she don't
so
know, like she
different.
doesn't know the difference. She's just like, I'm going here, I'm going here. But when she gets
We're
older and
here.
she's able to navigate both worlds,
She's gonna know.
I love that for her. I love that for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for both of them. My youngest one, she just turned 3 months, so she's not aware of each
Believe
places
it. Like,
yet.
wow. Oh my God, you look so amazing. I cannot believe you had a baby 3 months ago. Wow.
Great, yes,
I love
yes, I
women.
did.
Like, that's
Oh
crazy
my
how
god!
we just went to
Before
that
we
like
even like
traumatic.
end the,
Come
I
on.
want to. Do you guys want kids?
Oh my God, yes, we have spoke about having children. We do want one child. I would
Okay.
have one more child because I mean, I am very scared, but I did tell him that I do have some rules. My
Mhm.
rules are that I want to get married or at least engaged to beforehand, and
Mhm.
my time frame for that is 4 years. Right now, we're about to make two in December, and I
Okay.
told him that because my relationship with my baby father, like Davion's dad, was 4 years long. That's my
Mhm.
longest and most serious relationship. Clearly, I had a child out of this. I don't want to go more without having anything. I'm dating for marriage. Why are we
Yeah.
dating this long? And like, so at least I gave him that, at the very beginning. I was like, well, this is what I want to do. And if you don't align with that, no problem. No hard feelings. Just please let me know now. Don't drag me along. But if our
Mhm.
views align, then we can continue. And so far, everything is still good. We have looked at rings together. He knows my ring size. Everything.
I love
Hmm.
that. I love that. My husband and I have been together going on 7 years, but we've been married for a year.
And that's great. That's like, and you have two kids.
Yes, we
Like,
have two
at least he
kids.
sticks around.
Okay.
Shit.
Yes, we have two kids.
I
But
love that for you
listen,
guys.
everything that's happening to you right now is giving nothing but positivity. So we're calling it. We're calling all the positive vibes. We're
Yes,
calling
of
marriage. We're
course.
it's all happening. We're
It's coming.
manifesting it all. We're
We're
manifesting it all.
manifesting.
And I think that everything happens when it needs to happen. So
I
when you
agree
do have
too.
that second child, you'll be in your home. You guys will be like super stable and feel ready, and your son will be back. It'll just be beautiful. And maybe he don't even want to come back. You never know. Maybe he might say, Mom, I kind of like New York and I want to come to you on this, like during the summers. You just never know.
I would hate that. Oh my God, I would not like that. I would be so heartbroken and I would want him to come here. But I don't know. I don't care what he wants. At that point, I think I would really force him to come.
Listen, he seems so happy. Like I've seen videos. I think it's your brother's page because y'all look exactly alike, exactly alike, and he just
Yeah,
seems so happy. Like he genuinely seems like
he
I'm
is.
I'm being treated well. I'm happy here. Like I'm getting everything. I'm not. You know, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like when kids grow up, like being
What
around
has
these people,
happened?
huh?
Oh, sorry, I had left for a second and then the screen had gotten black and then I put the
Uh,
K. But now you're back.
Okay, so I feel like when your children grow up around like family members from like really 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 young, that's all they know. It's I don't know how to explain it because my daughters are
Me
the same
too.
way. Like with my mom and my sister, they know they know them. I don't know. They feel safe with them. They're
They
happy with
know
them.
them.
So it's just I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain it, but I get you. I get you. I get you. If your son has been with them
Real
his
recognize
entire
real.
life, huh? What'd you
I
say?
said real recognize real. Real
Okay.
recognize real, and I'm glad you understand me.
I do. I do.
Can I show
Keep
you
doing what
something?
you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. It may take a sec.
No, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
call
Go
my
ahead.
mom.
Aw.
But she showed me this morning, but I would like to show you. No, don't do this to me. I think it's the baby that has the phone.
He sent you the voicemail.
Please. Oh, it is.
Aw.
Davian. What you doing? I'm calling you. He's with the other baby.
Aw.
My niece.
Oh.
Hey, babe. But listen, can you put Metro? Davian, where's Metro? It's right there. Yes, please. Come on. This is for the podcast. I need her to come right now. Metro's cooking?
Oh.
Mami, habla con mami. No, mami, yo quiero hablar contigo. Mami, dile hi a la gente.
Hi.
Hi. Ok, mami, yo quiero que tú me hagas un favor. Ve para el cuartico de Davian, please, y flipea la cámara y enséñame el cuartico que tú le estás haciendo a Davian. You speak Spanish?
I'm Jamaican.
Okay. Sorry. Nah, I told her to go to his new room because they're building him a room there. He just got there.
Oh my
But if he
God.
wasn't loved and I'm leaving my baby anywhere, he would not be getting his own room. He got his own room here and he got his own room in New York. So
See?
don't play with me.
Oh my
Dale, dale,
goodness.
dale, dale. No, eso no es nada. Eso no es nada. Yo le dije que lo están arreglando y tú lo estás haciendo. Y ahora. For him to be there the entire time. Because I told her, like, he's already used to having his own space. Look. His own bed, his own everything.
Oh.
Well, he got his bike and everything on there because they painted. They put
Listen,
everything today.
they love him. He is
But
happy.
he
He is
got his own room
comfortable.
there. Oh, look at me. They haven't even put it back. He got my picture.
Ah.
Okay, I love you. Bye. But I think my mom is doing so amazing as a grandma because also
Yeah.
she told me that when she dropped him off to school now, after she dropped him off, she go to the gym. My mom never like she always wanted to, and my mom has gotten cosmetic surgery.
Hmm.
She always wanted to go back into the gym to maintain, her surgery, but she never just really did it. But she was like, now that Davion is here, I feel so motivated to like after I drop him off to school, what really do I have to like go back? Like I don't even have the energy to go back to sleep. So what I do
Hmm.
is now I go to the gym and then I go to work to the salon because you got to be there by 10. So she got two
Yeah.
hours. So she's like, I'm so glad that I have now a way to spend my time. So I also feel like I'm doing something for my mom.
Yes. Yes. You know what it is? It's a different bond between grandkids and their grandparents. I promise you. Because
Mm-hmm.
my mom was never a kid type of person. Like she was not that person. She was never like, I'm gonna watch your kid
My
or whatever
mom
the case may
too.
be. Like she was not that person. She like if we would like bring like say I had like little cousins or whatever come over, my mom would be like, okay, but you're gonna stay with them because you brought them over, so you're gonna stay with them. I'm not babysitting. I'm not doing it now.
Yeah.
She has three grandchildren. My sister has a son and my two girls. And my sister and I both
Mm-hmm.
had kids the same year. So I had my daughter in August. She had her son in
Uh,
January. And then my 2 year
you said
old.
you had your baby in August?
Hmm. Yeah.
Really? August
Yeah.
what?
August 1st.
Oh, that's so nice. Me and
Yes.
my son's birthday is also in August.
August what?
My son is August 16 and I'm August 20.
Oh my God, my due date was the
Right.
26th.
My due date was the 20th on my birthday, and I thought that I was gonna die bringing life into the world. I was
Oh,
panicking.
no, I was panicking. My first delivery, I was panicking. The second one, I wasn't panicking as much. But when I did C-section,
Mm-hmm.
so when I was sitting like waiting for them to like start, I was like, ooh. I started. They was like, "We're gonna go get your husband now." I said, "Okay, okay," because
Your
I'll
first,
pass out.
your second child
My
was
first
your
was an
first
emergency
C-section?
C-section, so they put me to sleep. Yeah. So I didn't know what to expect the
Oh
second time
my
around.
god.
So that experience was tough. The second experience was so much better. I'm telling you,
I'm
women go through a lot.
glad.
Women go through a lot.
Of
But
course.
thank you so much, so much for coming onto the podcast. I really, really
Thank you
enjoyed
for
talking
having
to
me.
you. Please let our viewers know where they could find you on social media.
Okay, guys, right now I am only on TikTok. I have 3 TikToks. I have a cooking channel, one for going live, and my personal one. My cooking channel is Dadriana, MUA, and my going live one is The Realist with 2 T's and number 11, The Realist 11. And my main page is MH Dadriana on TikTok. And on YouTube, I'm Dadriana, MUA, and I'll be posting more on there. And hopefully soon y'all can get an Instagram. Honestly, I got banned off Instagram, so mm,
Okay, guys, make sure you guys tune in to more episodes of Redefining Mom. Follow us on TikTok at Redefining Mom and YouTube at Redefining Mom. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
bye. Thank you.